save. Senator from Chesterfield, Senator Martin.
I move we adopt the floor substitute. And speaking of that motion,
Senator has the floor.
Mr. President, yesterday there were a number of objections raised from the details of the definition of a sport, the dangerous nature of the sport, and the foolishness of doing so, and all of these things. We can't legislate, of course, people not do foolish things. Especially when there's such an ultimate penalty that can be paid for those foolish things. But I decided I have offered this amendment in the next substitute, and I've taken around to all of those who spoke yesterday and the patron, and it sounds like from everyone that I've talked to that this is a great improvement and fixes the concern, except for the fact that people do foolish things in some of our opinions. But what it does is it removes the definition in the entire definitional section and simply says that they've got to adhere to this wake rule unless such person is in the water, that is in the water, is being towed by the motorboat or is accompanying the motorboat, provided that such motorboat is propelled by an inboard motor. And that gets to the issue of inboard, outboard that was in the bill yesterday. But I believe that everyone that I've talked to that expressed concern yesterday thinks that this is a good solution, and so do I. So I renew that motion that we agree to the amendment.
Thanks, Senator. Senator from Fairfax City, Senator Peterson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Speak in support of the floor amendment.
Senator has the floor.
Just briefly, I concur with the remarks of the gentleman from Chesterfield. I think he did a nice job of rescuing this.
Thank you, Senator. Question is, shall the floor substitute be agreed to? All in favor of the motion will say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. The floor substitute is agreed to. The senator from Augusta, Senator Hager.
Mr. President, with the passage of the floor substitute, that cleared it up. I think this still takes care of the concerns that we were trying to address for the delegate in that area. And I think it was Lake Gaston rather than Smith Mountain Lake where they do these fun things. So hopefully this will take care of the issue, and I move passage.
Thanks, Senator. The senator from Franklin County, Senator Stanley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I speak in favor of this bill, and I'd also like to remind the senator to my right that we do fun things at Smith Mountain Lake as well, including events such as this, which we would invite everyone here at the this body to come down and enjoy and see wake surfing one time or another at Smith Mountain Lake. It's closer than you think. Thank you, Mr. President.
The question is, shall the bill pass? All in favor of the motion will record the votes aye. Those opposed, no. Are the senators ready to vote? Have all the senators voted? Do any senators desire to change their vote? Clerk will close the roll.
Ayes 35, noes 3.
Ayes 35, noes 3. The bill passes.
Uncontested.